things. So today we will focus on gratitude for our physical body. Ooh, we're going to start right off with a tough one. So close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Let yourself move around a little bit. If some kind of intuitive movement comes to you, go ahead and do it. Just maybe swinging the arms around so that you have sort of a sense of your body. I like to sort of sway back and forth, especially if I'm sitting on my mat, and feel those sits bones beneath me, one on each side, maybe even switch the cross of my legs. And then as you settle, letting that movement kind of work its way through you, coming to stillness, see if you can allow some specific part or specific function of your body to come to mind that you are in particular grateful for. Right away, what comes to my mind is my ability to taste Donna's amazing cookies. I don't know why, but I mean, I love to taste all food, but Donna's cookies in specific showed up right now. So maybe it's something like that. Maybe it's hearing the laughter of your loved ones, or the ability to hug with your gorgeous arms, or the way your feet ground you to the magnificent earth, the straightness and strength of your spine, the protection of your beautiful skin, the structure of your bones. Maybe it's a particular system that you enjoy, digestion, circulation, breath. Whatever it is, just let it settle. And then we're going to take our hands, and you don't have to open your eyes, I'll walk you through this. And you're just going to layer your palms facing up towards your face, right in your lap. So maybe your left hand is down and then your right hand comes on top of it. And then let your thumbs touch and then settle that right in your lap. And what this little mudra does is it focuses our attention on our sacral chakra, which is right in our low belly underneath the belly button. And this is the seat of ourselves, the seat of our physical body. Sensation in the physical realm. And now let's start to focus on the breath. Inhale, lengthening the spine, as is our practice. Exhale. And just focusing on that gratitude piece. And if there were a couple of things to be grateful for, go ahead and increase your gratitude. It can feel awkward at first to be grateful for the physical body. We're not taught to do that. Many of us were taught to malign the physical body, to see it as bad or wrong or ugly or gross or something. But it's none of those things. So give yourself permission to be grateful, even happy, even joyful. As you flutter your eyes open. And release the arms, and let's inhale. Feel yourself lengthen, take up more space, look up. And then watch your thumbs come down as your hands are in prayer. And 3 more times. Inhale. And exhale, looking down, moving the neck, feeling that length coming into the back of the spine. Good. Inhale. Exhale, looking down. And then one more time. Inhale. And this time, holding the arms up, we're going to twist to the right. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Gentle look up. Exhale, twist to the left. 2 more times on each side. Lengthen that as you go. Maybe twisting a little bit more. Take it in your own pace. Beautiful. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling that twist. If you finish before I do, just hang out. Maybe move your neck a little bit. Inhale. Beautiful job, my friends. Gorgeous. And last time. And notice the gratitude that you can imagine for just being able to do this simple movement, twisting, and how your body responds each time, just a little bit further. And then exhale, hands to your heart. And then pressing palms together, really pulling the elbows out, but pressing the palms and the fingers together, spreading the fingers wide, keeping the hand at the heart. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, just follow and twist. Keep both sits bones on the ground. Woo, building some strength here. Pull that belly button in as you exhale. Press the knees down. Good. Inhale back to center. And exhale over to the left. Good job. Use your core for strength. Push and pull. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale. Sits bones on the mat. Press down. Lift up. Stretch and strengthen. Good job. Lots going on. I know it doesn't look like much, right? And then last exhale. Starting to sweat doing this. Great job. Perfect. Straighten out those legs. Give yourself some support with the hands on the side or even to the back if that feels better. And you can go back and forth with this. So if you struggle to sit up nice and straight in this staff pose, you can give yourself a little support and then give yourself a try again. We're engaging the core, pulling the belly button back. Good. And in this pose, we're going to move our head over the left shoulder and over the right shoulder. When you start to feel your back getting a little tricky or a little wonky, be compassionate. Give yourself some support. This is tough. We are building strength. Pressing down into the sits bones, using the mula bandha or that bind in the core, pulling the belly button back towards the spine. Good. All right, back to center and just drop the ear to the shoulder. Notice how different it is as we change the position that we're sitting in. The quads are turned on. Yeah, pull the toes back, stretching the calves. Woo, keeping the hands on the mat. And then back to stillness, good, and roll the shoulders. Whew. Use your core, stay with it, press those sits bones down, tall spine. Excellent. All right, hands on the thighs, come to stillness, and just slide the hands out. We're not going to make this a big movement yet. Woo! Come to your edge wherever your back of your legs go. That's enough of that. Thank you very much. Shh. Hold on to your legs. Rusty's whining at me because he wants to be covered up. He can wait. Pull your shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen the spine. Press the top of the head towards the toes. And then exhale down. All right, stay there for a moment while I cover up my ridiculous dog. Oh, he's so excited that I'm going to put his covers on him. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, everybody thinks pit bulls are these great, big, crazy things. They're babies, is what they are. Babies in dog bodies. All right, keep stretching this. One more breath here. Inhale, lengthen, pull those shoulders away. Notice how much space you're getting. Bend your knees as you need to. Be grateful for that sensation in the back of the legs. Make it pleasant as you can. All right, as you come up, bring your right foot with you, and we're going to come right to the figure 4 here. So that same amount of strength that we were using with the legs out, both legs out, we're using that here with this figure 4. So this right knee, ankle is on the left thigh. Great. Now press that right knee down a little bit and use that as traction to get nice and tall. And then do your forward fold again. Exhale right here. Just a little bit. Pull those left toes back. Relax the shoulders, relax the head. Be grateful for this little bit of stretch. Might be some shaking somewhere, that's okay. And then slowly come back up. All right, hands to the heart. Start to rub the hands. Now we are going to show some gratitude for these feet. I don't know about you, but my feet don't get enough attention from me. So rubbing, feeling some gratitude, conjure up some beautiful light and love in between those hands, and then bring them to the feet and give yourself a little massage. We haven't done this in a long time. Yeah, so I'll walk you through what I'm doing, but you go with your intuition. Whatever starts to feel good, go for that. I'm just rubbing each toe, giving each toe a little pull apart and out. Big toe, then down to the ball of the foot. You might want to spend a little extra time in the arch, especially where that tendon is between the heel and the ball of the foot, a little extra there. And then squeeze the heel. Give it some good squeezes. One of the nicest things about self-massage is that we're pulling some blood flow through the tendons, muscles, and skin by rubbing. And that's really good, especially around the ankle, back of the ankle, and then the top of the foot, in between those toe bones on the top of the foot, and then a last little bit of pulling on the toes, and then maybe just some big squeezes on the foot. And then anywhere that that foot is sort of asking for attention, go ahead and give it a little extra, because we're extra. Good. And come back nice and tall. Taking your right hand, you're going to pick that right knee up. Get tall and capture it with that left elbow. Let's really do this nice with some breath. It's always nice, but let's be intentional. So inhale that right arm up. Follow it. Feel that line from the right sits bone all the way up to the right hand, and then bring it behind for a big extra twist. Beautiful. Pull those left toes back. Shoot some energy through that left heel. Pulling that right knee towards the left shoulder. Inhale, find gratitude. Connect again to that idea that came to you at the beginning, that you're grateful for, that ability, that beauty in your body. Keep breathing, keep lengthening, keep twisting. And then when you're ready, exhale. Beautiful job. And then set that right leg out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And just notice the difference from one leg to the other. Inhale, draw shoulders away from ears. Exhale, fold. And come on up and bring that left foot with you right into your figure four. Press that left knee down, use that as traction. Roll the shoulders, find the shoulder blades, pull them towards the spine, relax them down. Hands to the heart. Rub them together. Create some energy and bring it to that beautiful left foot. Give it some love. Toes in between the toes. I don't know why that feels so good to sort of just pull your toes apart. Why I don't do it more often, I don't know. If you find a little sore spot, just be gentle. There, I found a little one. All right, into the arch. A couple of nice big squeezes and digs, little acupressure. Just press around all over the bottom of the foot. I love the idea that Chinese medicine tells us that there's every point of the body is connected to the bottom of the foot. So cool. Gives us a little more respect and appreciation and gratitude for these feet, right? Ankle, squeeze the heel. Yeah, top of the foot. Now, a lot of people don't appreciate their feet. So if you're being tempted to be like, oh, something negative about your feet, just give yourself permission to let that go and say, I have great feet. They do so much for me. I love these feet. All right, good. One last little squeeze, and then let's pick that knee up. Great. So we got that left knee up. We're going to catch it with the right elbow and then pull yourself up nice and tall. Both sits bones on the ground. That left arm comes out. Great. Inhale it up and feel that long line from your left sits bone all the way up to the top of that middle finger. And then exhale it down behind you and twist. Good. And settle in. Flatten that left foot over on the other side of the right leg. Pull those right toes back. Imagine some energy pressing out through that right heel. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. And if that left sits bone is coming up, go ahead and press it down. Beautiful. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Great job. Straighten up both legs. Give yourself some support behind you and bend both knees. And then toe heel those feet apart about shoulder width. Get nice and tall. Pull your shoulder blades back towards your spine and let both legs drop off to the left. And then press your heart up towards the ceiling. Maybe even drop the head back just a little bit. We're not dropping it off the shoulders, but just so it's right over the spine. And feel that nice stretch in the front of the right thigh. And go ahead and breathe into it. So inhale to the low abdominals. Soften that belly area. And then as you exhale, pull the belly button back to the spine and lift the knees up and over to the right. Good. And now you're feeling maybe a stretch in the left thigh, that left hip flexor. Open up the chest. And now we're going to breathe into the low abdomen. Big inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the knees up and then just go back and forth. You can connect breath to this, or you can just breathe naturally. You might start to kind of inch forward on the mat a little bit. That's okay. No worries. You can always scooch back, side to side. Beautiful. All right. Excellent. Beautiful. And then we're going to walk ourselves up and just come on over onto your tabletop. So find your way to hands and knees. And we're going to come right down onto our forearms. Now, if you don't remember, I'll just walk you through it quickly to make sure that your elbows are the right distance apart, because we can have a tendency to have them a little too wide or a little too narrow. You're going to take your hands and grab opposite biceps right above the elbow. And that's the distance that you want. And then bring the hands back. And what we're going to do is interlace the hands so that we make this little triangle right under our face. Good. Okay. Now, turn the toes under. Press into the forearms and the base of that like double fist that you just made with your hands. And then let your head hang in between your biceps and start to lift the hips up into the sky. This is dolphin. So it's downward facing dog, a little bit more intense. So your heels are probably not reaching the mat, but if they are, that is lovely. If they're not, that is lovely too. And a little bit of gratitude here for the strength that you have developed in your shoulders to do this. Might be some shaking. Remember, you can always come down onto the knees whenever you'd like. Be compassionate and loving. But as you breathe here, keep allowing those heels to maybe reach a little closer to the mat, stretching out the back of the legs. One more breath if you can. Press into the forearms. Let the chest open up. Draw the shoulder blades towards the spine. Shaking in the legs. Exhale, come on down, knees to the mat. Beautiful job. And you're going to unlace the hands. Reach the hands towards the top of your mat, like sort of crawl them out a little bit. And bring your forehead to your mat for puppy. So this is very similar to child's pose, but with the hips still in the air, up away from the feet. Whoo, puppy, beautiful shape. Go ahead and press into the tops of your feet if you'd like to take a little bit of weight off of the knees. Big inhale to fill up the chest and rib cage, opening up under the underarm. And then exhaling, allowing the heart space to drop towards the mat. You might need to move your head a little bit. Oh yeah, beautiful. Big intentional breaths. Gratitude for the lungs that are able to fill up with air. Just imagine them with your next inhale. Taking in air, pulling the oxygen out, exchanging it, and pressing that carbon monoxide out. Beautiful job. All right, you guys know how to do this, so I'm not going to over talk it. Take that right arm down and just thread it across under your chest, under your left shoulder or underarm. Roll your head onto your right side and stretching that right shoulder. So we haven't really come up, we're just threading the needle. Beautiful job. Keep breathing into that upper back body. Finding some resistance and just softening around it with one more breath here. Remembering to press into the tops of the feet a little bit from time to time. And then bring that right arm back, set it up where it was, and then we're going to turn to the center of the forehead again. And draw that left arm down and thread it under the chest, under the right underarm, and roll onto the left temple. And then stretching that left shoulder blade area. Press equally into the tops of both feet. Inhale into the lungs, gratitude for the circulation of oxygen through this amazing machinery of the lungs. Imagine them pink and beautiful. Inhale, thank you, lungs. You do an amazing job. Despite the allergies. Oh. And then when you're ready, bring that back up. And invite both hands to come under the shoulders. Press back up into tabletop and take your cat and cow. Inhaling for cow if you like. Exhaling for cat. Oh, I just love this stretch. I don't do it nearly enough, but I do love it. It is a good one. And so a little gratitude for the spine here. We've gone through all the chakras over time, so maybe noticing those. And then coming to stillness, just letting the hips sort of move in a circle. All right, so the way that I do this is I press into the tops of my feet, and then I imagine a magic marker at the base of my spine, and I imagine I'm making a circle with that magic marker, just using my hips. We are strengthening the core. Feel that work in the obliques. Woo, there's a lot going on. All right, other direction. You're doing amazing. Beautiful job. Keep pressing into the tops of those feet. And if your spine forgets which way the circle is going, don't worry about it. Just keep going in the circle. One more time. Yeah, beautiful. And turn both sets of toes under. Inhale, press into the mat with the fingertips. And exhale to downward facing dog. Let the head hang. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. Press the heart space back towards the thighs without using the neck. Let the head hang long and just gives yourself some gratitude for the strength of your shoulders. The holding of the legs, the length in the back of the legs. This is a strength building shape, and just have some gratitude. Allow yourself to be impressed with how far you've come, even if there's a little shaking right now. Use your intuition to decide if you need to come down to the knees for a quick little break. And then join us again in downward facing dog and be grateful for that ability. Smile to yourself, maybe even a little bit as this gets harder. You got it. Great job. All right, come on down to the knees. Woo, flatten the feet and come back to child's pose. We're gonna rest here for a moment because then we're gonna go back to downward facing dog and build a little bit of strength. Wiggle the fingers, maybe drum them out on the mat a little bit. Yeah, then maybe make some fists and straighten, fists and straighten. Roll the wrists around, make some circles, pick up the forearms for a second. Yeah, all right, set them back down. Now take a deep breath into the low back. And because we warmed it up with those circles, go ahead and press the tailbone, the very bottom of your spine, down towards your heels, towards that space right in between your heels, and see if that creates a little more space for you. Delicious. Alrighty, inhale yourself back into your table. Maybe extend the arms just a little bit further out from under your shoulders so that your downward dog can be a little more expansive. Turn those toes under, inhale, exhale to downward dog. Set yourself up in a way that feels good and strong. So take a moment, spread those fingers out wide, press into the fingertips. And now if you'd like, you've got options. You can walk the dog here and bend one knee and then bend the other, okay? And that can be your challenge if you'd like. You can always come back down to child's pose. If you want to join me in a little bit of strength development, we're going to lift that right leg up long behind us. Turn the toes down so that they're pointing towards your mat, so that your hip is pointing towards your mat. We're going to stay here for a moment. Inhale. And then we're going to exhale and bring that right knee towards the left wrist. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale it long behind you. Exhale it to the left wrist. 1 more time. And bring it in. And then set it back down for downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a big inhale. Exhale down to your knees. Flatten the feet, back to child's pose. Ooh, nice job. Okay, now take care of the hands. Wiggle the fingers. Drum the finger pads onto the mat. Now flatten out the hands. Spread the fingers wide. Press into the fingerprints. Lift the forearms up and stretch the hands. Walk the fingers out towards the top of the mat. Oh, that feels good. So you're sort of tenting your hands. And then relax them. Maybe make some fists and stretch. Roll the hands around on the wrists. And we're going to go to the other side. So come on up to your table. Nice long spine. Feel your strength. Turn the toes under. Inhale. Exhale to down dog. Take your time to set it up. Make your decision here. You can hold down dog. Amazing. You can pedal it out. Or you can join me in lifting that left leg up. Turn the toes down. Get that hip bone facing down. Lift it up as high as you're willing to do. What feels comfortable for you today. Big inhale. Exhale, bring that left knee towards the right wrist. Inhale it up. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Good. Bring it back. Downward dog. Okay, wherever you are, come back to your downward dog. Bend your knees a little bit and start walking your hands towards your feet. All the way back to a forward fold. And just let the head hang. Inhale to a halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, gently fold it back down. Bend your knees if you need to, whatever is calling to you. Grateful for this forward fold. Maybe just move around a little bit in this forward fold. I like to just sort of let my torso swing side to side a little bit. Good. Feeling that opening around the rib cage. And then we're gently going to start to roll up, but here's how we're going to do it very thoughtfully. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Pull your toes up so that your weight comes to the back of your feet. Then you can put the toes back down and then start to ground into your heels and the balls of your foot and slowly rise up. As you stand fully up, go ahead, fix your clothes, make yourself feel comfy. Roll the shoulders a couple of times. Gorgeous. All right, we're going to do a little bit of strengthening in the thighs. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale into your chair. So imagining there's a chair behind you. Pull your hands down towards your heart in your Anjali Mudra. Good. Hands at heart. And then just take a quick glance down at your legs. Make sure that your knees are behind your toes. And if you want a little bit more, so listen, here's what happens. The further your feet are apart from each other, the more stability you have. So you can open your feet, sort of toe heel them a little bit if you feel like you need a little more stability to be in this chair for a little bit. Or you can toe heel your feet together to make it a little more challenging because you have a little less stability, okay? Okay, good job. Now, remember at the beginning where we brought our hands to our heart and we sort of twisted? That's what we're going to do here. Whew. So imagine your thumbs are sort of connected to your sternum. You can even touch your breastbone with your thumbs if that feels good. And you're going to take a big inhale, lengthen the spine, tuck the chin. I know legs are shaking. You can always take a break. And you're going to start to twist to the right. Follow your breastbone with your thumbs. And then bring your right elbow towards your left knee. Might not come all the way to the outside, just starting to twist. Good, and then come back to center and twist it the other way. Yep, good job. Try to keep your weight even in your feet. Good, good, good. Let your chin follow your sternum as well. Spine is straight, and then back to center. Whoo, I'm sweating. Good job, and forward fold, hands all the way down. Whoo. Inhale, halfway lift. You can always adjust the feet anytime you want to. Remember, bringing them wider is going to give you a little stability. Exhale, fold. And then sweep the arms all the way up. Ground down into the soles of the feet. Remember, we gave them some love, gratitude. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful job. All right, this time, we're going to try to increase that twist. We're going to bring the opposite elbow to the outside of the thigh. Give it a try. You might want to have a little bit more stability, so maybe a little bit of space in between the feet. Fist distance is good if you're looking for a little bit of challenge, but still want some stability. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Come to your chair. Good. Lift up the toes. Stability is in the back of the feet. Pull belly button to spine. Tuck the chin. Feel that nice long spine. All right, hands to the heart space. We're going to take that right elbow. We're going to twist over to the left. Bring that right elbow to the outside of the left knee, but not on the knee, right above it on the thigh. Now, if your right knee is poking out, try to pull it back. And now twist. Press into your thigh. Ooh, it's hard. Yeah. Don't do anything that feels like twitchy or not good. Back off, make modifications. Breathe here for a moment. Keep pulling that right knee back. One more breath. Use your strength. And then exhale back to center. Forward fold it. Woo, great job. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Other side. Inhale. Arms up, exhale down to your chair. I always lift my toes just to make sure I'm in the back. Bring the hands to the heart, tuck the chin, lengthen the spine, pull belly button in towards the spine. Good job. And we're twisting to the right to get that left elbow on the outside of the right thigh if you can, and then pull that left knee back as much as you can. It might be out there a little bit. That's okay. No worries. And then press into the palms to bring your sternum towards those thumbs. It might not get there entirely. That's all right. No worries. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, you don't have to do the 2 breaths. 1 could be fine. Inhale. Exhale, gently come back to center. Fold it over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Walk yourself back out to downward facing dog. That was our peak pose right there. Twisted chair. Woo, we are grateful for our bodies today. Stay here in this down dog. Feel how now down dog feels like a restful, restorative pose, right? That's crazy how that happens. All right, come on down to the knees to child's pose and gently work your way down onto your front body, all the way down. And rest your forehead on your hands. Press into your pelvis, your pelvic bone, and your 2 front hip bones. Bend the knees and windshield wiper the feet back and forth. Doesn't have to be a big movement. And you can rest on one side if that feels good, or the other. Feel a nice massage in the thighs. And then when you're ready, come to stillness and straighten the legs back out. And then take your time to roll yourself over onto your back. Just gently using your arms, roll right over onto your back and invite your knees to come into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. I like to grasp my fingers and interlace them and just roll back and forth. Massage that low back. And come to stillness. Inhale, press your knees into your wrists a little bit, or into the hands, or however you're holding on to your knees. Stretch the shoulders, tuck the chin. Exhale, pull the knees in. Stretch out that spine a little bit. Don't overdo it. One more time. Inhale, press knees into hands. Make sure you're countering that stretch by tucking your chin, lengthening the spine, and then exhale. Pull the knees in. Make some circles with the knees together in one direction. Beautiful. And the other way. And maybe start to close your eyes and let that sensation of gratitude for the body come back in. Bring the knees to stillness, little circles in the opposite directions, the knees independent of one another. Grateful for the movement of the hips, those beautiful joints the other way. Biggest joint in your body. Not the most complicated one, that's your shoulder, but, and then release the feet to the earth. Let's keep the knees bent if that feels right for you, or straighten them out. You might want to, I don't know, that just sounded good to take a big stretch all the way from feet to hands. And then find your Shavasana. Maybe you'd like to bend your knees, that's fine. If you'd like to keep the legs straight out, that works too. Maybe bringing your hands onto your abdomen somewhere or onto your rib cage if that feels better. Lots of options here. Maybe onto your heart, one on your abdomen, one on your heart. Lots of options. Try them out. See what feels good. Let your feet relax and just get heavy on the mat. Let your whole body become relaxed, heavy. And return to that sense of gratitude. Maybe connecting again to that function or that amazing part of your body you feel drawn towards in gratitude just for today. If there's any part of your mind that is trying to question whether you should feel gratitude for your body, have compassion on yourself. So normal, so human. But let it go. And sink into that gratitude. Thank you, thank you. And then wiggle your fingers and toes. Grateful for those little bones, little muscles, little tendons. Roll your hands and feet on your wrists and ankles. Grateful for movement, for joints, for synovial fluid. Bend the knees, thankful for hips and knees. Roll over onto your side. Grateful for skin and muscles. When you're ready, use your arms and elbows, hands and elbows to push yourself up. Grateful for the spine and the skin. Come to a comfortable seat. And then a different mudra to end in. Bring your palms to your knees. Connect your pointer finger to your thumb and let the other three fingers, middle ring and pinky, flare open. So you've got like an OK sign upside down on your knees. Close the eyes. Set an intention for your day, for gratitude for your body, for all the other bodies, and all their shapes and sizes and manifestations. Namaste, my friends.
That was great. Thank you.
Oh, it was fun. How was the twisting chair for you guys?
It was good. It was good. Hopefully my form was good, but it felt right.
It's challenging. It's challenging. We'll keep working on it.
Yeah.
Have a great day, my friend.
Monday.
I'm so
Bye.
grateful for you.
Right back at you.
Bye.
Have a great day.
You
Bye.
too. Bye-bye. See you Wednesday.